Okay, ma'am, we are live now. Good evening, everybody. This is Pradeep, Ambassador of Change from GETI, the Global Education and Training Institute, and we are on this format of disruptive education provided to us by our mentor, Dr. Sunita Gandhi, and we thank her for it because of this, we are able to communicate with educators all over India and the world. We've had more than 450 so far. And this evening we have with us uh, Jagjeet Kaur ma'am. She is the coordinator of the Chintels School in Kanpur, UP. The Chintels School is a very renowned school of Kanpur, and she treats every child as an individual. She enjoys shooting, drawing, painting, and writing, and the company of young children. She has an experience of 17 years as educator and coordinator. She's been a trainer with the IELTS, and she has worked with underprivileged children on a voluntary basis. She has provided study material to them free of cost, and we are very happy and proud to have her with us today, a very dedicated educator, and she is the coordinator of the Chintels School in Kanpur, and she will be speaking on positive collaboration of parents and teachers in the time of the pandemic. So thank you, ma'am, for being with us, and welcome, and over to you.
Very good evening to all of you. I hope you all had a great day. I would like, first of all, to thank GETI, Global Education and Training Institution, which aims at disruptive education. I'm also thankful to Pradeep sir for introducing me in such a nice way. So thank you, Pradeep sir. To begin with, I would love to share a beautiful story with all of you. First, let me just share my PPT with here just now. So the story which I'm going to share here is before a few days, I just got it through WhatsApp messages. So it is like a pencil is not just a pencil. Once upon a time, there was a boy who was watching his grandmother. Actually, she was writing a letter. So at one point, he asked, Daddy, are you writing something about what we do every day? Or is it a story about me? So the grandmother stops writing. She says that, child, I'm writing about you, actually. And more important than the words is the pencil which I'm using. You will actually understand the value of the pencil when you grow up. So the child looks at the pencil, but it didn't seem him anything specific about it. And he says that it's just like any other pencil I have ever seen, Daddy. So at this point, the grandmother replies, she starts explaining all the qualities of a pencil. She says that you are capable of great things. And do you know, child, that it has 7 qualities? If you manage to hang on them, it will definitely make you a person who will learn how to live at peace with the world. She further adds here, she says that You are capable of great things. And but you must never forget that there is always a hand guiding your steps. So always, and God always guides us according to his will. Secondly, she says that every now and then I have to stop writing and sharpen the pencil. During this process of sharpening, the pencil has to suffer some pains, sorrows, but eventually it is, of course, sharper. And you too must learn how to bear certain pains and sorrows of your life. And eventually it will make you definitely a better person. Thirdly, she adds here, she says that pencil always allows us to use an eraser to rub out any kind of mistake. So this means that correcting the mistake does not necessarily mean that we did something wrong. Rather, it teaches us how to be on the road to justice. The next she says about the pencil that what really matters in the pencil is its exterior. Actually, not exterior, but the graphite inside. So always pay attention to what's happening inside you. The next is she says that a pencil always leaves a mark. So you should also know that everything what you are doing will definitely leave a mark, which will stay on forever. And the sixth, the next quality which she adds here about the pencil, that the pencil gets shorter and shorter and shorter while in use. So also is the life. Life is really very short. She also suggests here that make the present moment the happiest moment. Live the life the fullest. Make memories from the present moments. And the last quality which she adds here, she says that the pencil writes till the very end. Be useful and be productive till the dying day. So the boy, in the final terms, like he learns about the pencil, is that the pencil may perish, but the impression which it leaves stays on forever. If we talk about the present scenario, when the parents and the educators need to motivate the children in such a way that the students learn to leave an impression, the impression which stays on forever. In the present times, if we talk about the YouTube channels these days, there are many YouTube channels providing education. So, are these channels, are these tutorials apt for the children? The children who really need somebody who can listen to their everyday stories, someone who can play with them, someone who can sit with them, someone who can encourage them and can say, it's okay. It's okay if you could not accomplish so and so task. It's okay if for not being okay. So on the other hand, if we talk about the parents, where both the parents are working and they very hardly spare time for their children, rather they pressurize their children to score such percentage above 95, 99 percentage. So, and of course, they pressurize them to excel in their fields. But my question is that this problem has been arised with teenagers. And of course, this problem is with the preteens these days, where the children have started feeling loneliness. In this situation, the children need a supportive hand who can guide their steps. So, if we talk about the teachers, when a teacher enters an institution for a job, he or she has to show some credentials proving his or her qualifications. But I strongly believe that the same teacher enters into the classroom, the qualities which are rather important than her qualifications enter into the classroom. The qualities of loving the children, the qualities of maintaining that positive relationship with the students. And I strongly believe that when these qualities, when this relationship, the positive relationship is created, the students can learn the most difficult task within very few minutes actually. So let's discuss that how can we as educators solve all these problems? How can we make the planning, which is academic planning, a perfect plan? So yes, I strongly agree with this point that the teachers have to face some kind of challenges, that they need to cover up the syllabus in within that time period, and also they have to prepare the students for their examinations, and equally important are the activities which we cannot compromise with. So my suggestion for to the teachers that we should always enter the class very well planned, and rather I would suggest that they should be over planned, that suppose if one thing is not working, so very quickly you can switch over to the next thing. So use the time, every second of the children in the class, because time is valuable. While making the planning, the teachers also need to keep in the mind that yes, we are going to prepare the children for life. We are preparing the children to learn 21st century skills. We are preparing the children to learn beyond syllabus. So these things are really important and need to be kept in the mind while making academic plan. So first and foremost thing according to me is positive reinforcement, because appreciation adds wings of confidence to the children. And believe me, once these wings of confidence are created, nobody can stop them to soar higher. Nobody can stop them to touch the zenith. So, this is my request to all the parents to appreciate their children. Appreciate them even if they are spoiling anything at home. Do not scold them, because these small steps will lead them towards success. We, as educators, deal with beautiful minds, and beautiful hearts. Gone are those days when the students used to feel reluctant when of course, when they used to meet their teachers in a common public place, for say a market or anywhere like outside their house. There was a gap between the two, but now the scenario is changed. This is my personal experience. Once I was standing by the roadside, two little girls came forward and they hugged me. So this is a nice kind of feeling that, and it shows that yes, the children really love their teachers. But of course, during this difficult time, we cannot hug anybody. But yes, those hugs have been transformed into virtual hugs. We give them thumbs ups, high fives. So these small steps really boost the confidence. These small steps really helpful in making a happy atmosphere in the class. And when this happy atmosphere is created in the class, the children really take interest and they willingly learn their difficult subjects. Okay, so here, when a tiny student of a class, you can say playgroup class, so when he or she enters the school for the first day, we really enjoy watching the spark of faith in his eyes, the spark of faith and trust, and the same faith and trust we find when the parents hand over their child to the more responsible hands. So believing on the teachers that yes, they will row their boats with love and care and definitely will reach the shore. The positive bonding with of teachers and the parents is really very essential. During the times of pandemic, I really appreciate the efforts of parents that they have made these online classes run very smoothly. And I'm really thankful to those mothers who, apart from their household chores, they're also sitting with their children, making this learning process really very easy. So, unsurprisingly, these mothers have become the teachers at home. Isn't it fascinating? So let's discuss here the ways how can we make teaching and learning process enjoyable. So the ways how we are using in our school, we start the everyday classes with the prayer. We do yoga session. The children attend the classes with yoga session, and they also learn moral values through the stories. They also conduct their assemblies themselves. After this, yes, we conduct all those regular classes, and it is really quite obvious that there are some students, yes, the some of the other concepts are not clear to them. So for this purpose, we have organized remedial classes for these students so that they can come up with their problems, they can share their queries, and we discuss together. And they are really very happy attending these classes. Apart from these remedial classes, we also make video calls in the evening. When a student comes to know that, oh yes, so and so teacher is going to make a call in the evening, which is really video call. So they are really very happy. And during these video calls, we talk to the parents also, and we discuss with them that yes, so and so problem, how can we solve this problem. And believe me, the student who we have talked with them in this talk, like video calls, the next day when he attends the class, he is really very happy, and you that the spark is really obvious on his face. We also have given the students the teamwork, which is really important living in this 21st century. So the collaboration, we this teamwork was assigned to grade 7. The topic was unity and diversity. So how beautifully they presented themselves in their traditional attire. They also participated in Rangoli making competition, best out of waste during Diwali. So these small steps are really boosting their confidence, and yes, they are coming up with their artistic qualities. We have also taught the students gardening skills. They have learned to take care of their garden. Yes, and of course, they have promised their teachers that they will plant a sapling on their birthdays. It's really, really very nice activity which they are doing. And of course, we have also taught the students to keep a bowl of water or some grains and put them in your garden or at terrace. So by doing these things, they are learning how to love nature, how to take care of birds and animals. We are also playing some virtual games. For instance, you can give them a colorful picture in which you can give them the task to search some 9 or 10 objects of the same colors from their house and bring those objects within that time period. And the children really are interested participating in non-fire cooking. So by doing these activities, they are really active physically rather than being glued up with the screen. So, and of course, we taught the children dramatization. By this activity, the students have learned how to narrate stories. They're also brimming with the confidence when they're learning this public speaking, and of course they are enhancing their confidence, vocabulary skills. During this difficult time, we observed the students that yes, they are missing their classmates. They are missing that time when they used to share their lunch. They used to talk with their classmates. So, keeping this thing in mind, we organized open room in which the students get specific time period to talk to their classmates, and it's really very good for their emotional well-being. And the teacher who is a part of this conversation, she really enjoys watching and listening to these chirping birds. So I would rather suggest here that together we can give the children the roots to grow and wings to fly. Here, I would like to sum up my words. with a saying which says, we cannot change the direction of the winds, but yes, we can adjust the sails. So the teachers and the parents all around the world have very well adjusted their sails in the times of pandemic. And yes, together we can make big difference. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for that very educative talk. I have a question for you. How do you deal with the difficult parents? You've talked about, mm, collaboration with parents, parents who are very positive. But what about the difficult ones? How do you deal with them, especially in these very difficult times?
So yes, I understand that with a lot of patience, and we need to deal with the parents, and every parent have some or the other different problem. So we need to see where what is the importance and priority. We need to see the priority, and yes, of course, we need to discuss all the problems together. And we can also suggest the parents to be in the contact with the school administration so that together we can deal with the problem, solve the problem. And of course, patience is more required.
Okay, madam, you have these hobbies of drawing, painting, and writing. How are you utilizing this in this time to get to the parents and to get to your teacher, to the students?
Yes, sir, you have asked a very good question that drawing and painting, if the child draws and paints, you can see his psychology, you can read his psychology. So, this is really helping to boost them up. We are just we have discussed that I've just discussed that the children are participating in drawing and painting, and yes, they are making rangoli, making competition, they're participating in that kind of competition. So this is really boosting their confidence, and yes, that is apart from their online classes, they are refreshing them, of course.
Thank you, Jagjeet Kaur, ma'am. And we're very happy that you were with us today. And once again, I wish to thank or put on record my thanks to Dr. Sunita Gandhi, our mentor, for providing us this excellent format where we can meet educators like Jagjeet Kaur. So thank you, ma'am. Everybody, good evening and good night.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.